Good morning, Brisbane Roar fans and members and sponsors. Dave Pourre here, CEO of the Brisbane Roar. Some unfortunate news today. You'll see some announcements come out around the further postponement of games across the league and including our doubleheader match against Central Coast this weekend, solely due to team members in both clubs having contracted COVID. The good news is our players are safe and well. And just want to explain that a little bit more, because it's not just about getting COVID, it's about the return to play protocols that the league has in place, which is there to ensure the safety and well-being of our players. And that's critical to ensure that they can perform at their optimum level all the time, and it's done so in a safe and healthy way. I'm not going to go through those in depth because that's within the league and that's proprietary what we do, but it's put in place by medical experts, better knowledge than I am, but it's our job as a club and the support staff, medical staff, physios, to ensure that they're put in place properly for the integrity of the sport to continue. And I'm pretty pleased that that's happening. The good news is we have every intention to play our FFA Cup game against Sydney FC next Wednesday down in Sydney. So all going well and no other sort of outbreaks that'll impact the team numbers and squad numbers. We should hope to see a team perform next Wednesday, which will be probably the first game the boys have had to play in a month, which is pretty hard when you think about it. From an elite athlete performing at the optimum level, training's been impacted, so it's about rebuilding that again, making sure that we can minimise any soft tissue injuries, getting blokes back up to a high level of condition, and then execute on the pitch as we want to and we should. The good news is our women will be playing this Sunday at Moreton Daly Stadium, kick-off at 3:05 p.m. Our women's teams perform fantastically. Yes, we're going to have some impacted players, but not to the detriment of what we're seeing in the men's team at the moment, and cross fingers it maintains that way. A wonderful win by our women down in Melbourne. We've been very close. I've said this before on private posts, been very close week in, week out. A couple of unlucky and silly little errors now and again, but we certainly have the strike power. We've seen that on the weekend against probably the benchmark team of the year so far against Melbourne Victory, and we have it in us to go all the way. Not the greatest start, but certainly a really great team and led fantastically by Gareth and all of the coaching staff. So I urge everyone to get out, watch some fantastic professional women's football at Moreton Daly on Sunday. More information will be going out to our members throughout the day, and tickets will be on sale. Talking about impacts of that, it impacts the club. You know, if you think about the membership prices we charge, it's quite low. And we did that purposely because of the unknown that we do face. We want to deliver a product, and there's every intention as a league and as a club to make sure we play our full 26 rounds, 13 home games, of course. But it's also impacting and thinking about as a club around what can you afford to pay. We could charge extraordinary prices, but you know, the economy is not where it is at the moment. People are still thinking about their back pockets. We've just got through a New Year period as well. Money is tight. So when we price our memberships, we price according to market as well and what we can deliver. And that's why it is what we've done. But that's that bit put aside. It does hurt the club when we can't play games, because not only for the fantastic entertainment it provides, it's the economic benefit it provides as well, because we want to do that. Now we've missed 3 home games. It's a substantial amount of money we miss out on revenue and to drive the club forward. And that's ensuring that we've got good owners who support the club and have supported the club, but we have to continue moving forward and keep delivering as well. So I wanted to just give you that little bit of insight into the impacts it does have. The further impacts, what you won't see behind the scenes, because everything will look great on the outside, is putting protocols in place, like you've seen throughout all of Queensland, around should staff come into work or not, and how can they perform their duties outside of work and still at an optimum level. And that's all the admin stuff. So what you might see through your emails and through social media all looks like everyone's in the one office, but we certainly aren't, because we're trying to contain and just make sure that we've got every best possible chance to keep on this business continuity, I should say, and get that out. But how we continue to do that, we're just going to keep people isolated away from the office as best we can, and it's only necessary that happens to avoid the spread of this so-called invisible disease. It's no different from how players are coming to training now and the impacts that has. So no longer are they using a dressing room. Players, both men and women's, have to get changed at home. They to minimise that risk. They have to wash their own clothes. This is part of the protocols put in place across the league. They come to training getting ready to train. They do their prehab, probably in an open air space because they can't go inside because of the containment aspect and the spread of the potential spread of the disease as well. So these things are adjusting changes, and our team is very resilient and they're very nimble. So we've had to put those things in place quickly. It's not ideal, but it's about continuing getting the game going and doing our best to perform at an elite level as well. But that's what we're doing, I know, as a league, and certainly doing as a club to do our bit to minimise the spread. You're only seeing me now not wear a mask, but it certainly is here just to perform this video. But that's a quick update from me. A few more videos will come out either throughout the week or next week as well as things progress. Cross fingers, majority of our team have either had it, recovered, and in a position where they can perform, both in the men's and women's, climb the ladders where we need to, hopefully get more home games quickly, because that is a concern. We want to play in front of our home fans instead of being away, and do our best to reflect the fantastic club we are and give you the entertainment and value and loyalty you've shown us, give that back to you to ensure we finish off the season well. But thank you very much for your time. Have a great day, and I'll speak soon.